Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing my reaction for the series finale of Supernatural. You know what? I gotta get my other shirts. Hold up. Okay, I am back. Got the correct shirt on. I got my other shirt. I only have these two shirts. I was actually looking on a Hot Topic. Might get some other ones. If you are seeing this, then I was able to figure out how to not have my video blocked around the entire effing planet. So hopefully this comes out sometime soon. I'm filming on Saturday, the 21st. So it's Saturday, November 21st, 2020. So if you're seeing this anytime close to that, it's because they didn't totally block me worldwide like they did my last 3 reactions. So I was able to take one little piece out, and it's just like no monetization. So at least I think it's episode 17 is up. 18 and 19, I have to just kind of wait and see, because the parts that they said were, you know, the same crap they always put. Is like, oh, there's too much footage in this, so, you know, like, we can't show it. I've never had that happen where it was blocked worldwide. But I was high, so I had a lot to say during those last 3 reactions. I'm also slightly high right now, coming off my little buzz here. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. I already saw the time, so unfortunately, I don't know how to find the special. Like, honestly, and I figured that would happen because CW is really weird about that, and I don't know what their weird issue is with it, but for whatever reason, they don't show specials. Like, unless it's specifically, like, it has its own title. If it's just like, oh, it's that one-time special for, you know, a series finale, they don't ever seem to have that stuff. So I don't know how to find it on here. So I'm going to look for that. If I can't find it, then I'm most likely going to end up just watching the series finale, which I assume is what's going to happen, because there's really nothing else here that it would be under. It's just that last episode of Supernatural. So I'm going to look for it. I already pulled up the episode. I saw it was like 42 minutes. I was like, yeah, it's not like the 2-hour thing. But I don't know how to find it. And in all honesty, I don't want to look for it before I see as much as I want to watch it first to lead up. I'm super worried that I'm going to just end up seeing spoilers. So I can't take the chance. I just have to, like, watch it. And if, you know, either way, it'll still be great. It won't be, you know, the lead up. It'll be like, you know, an epilogue to an epilogue for me. But, you know, I just can't take the chance of seeing, like, some random spoiler. So I don't want to risk it, if I'm being totally honest. So I'm just like, as much as I would love to do it as it was meant to be done and have an amazing 2-hour-long experience, I can't take the chance to search it out. And if I can't find it on the CW website, then I don't know where I would find it anyway. So that's the unfortunate thing. So yeah, that's just how it is. It's not starting with the road so far, but it might go into it from the last time thing. It feels weird. It started up like a normal episode. It didn't do it. Oh man, they did not do Kansas. Although it is premiering exactly 44 years to the day that the song was created, also 15 years exactly to the day of the very first episode. They got to pull a real cool coincidence thanks to Yeo Virus. It feels normal. Whew, chills. Bacon and eggs. Oh Lord, I'm hungry. It's been a long time since we've actually seen them, like actually seen the tattoo. At least it is for me. I don't really look up pictures of the guys, but I understand if you do. I know how fandoms go. I wonder where they actually even found that old school dryer.
I got something.
It took the crap out of me. I can't believe there's no road so far. I'm a little hurt. The ending of the last episode would have been the road so far thing I would have expected.
It's just so beautiful.
A good way to end it. I appreciate it. I assume that guy in the background just naturally laughed. He was not an actor. Thought they had some odd focus on the random couple. I'm like, I know that framing. Don't think they're supernatural though. Classic supernatural styling of, you know, any old horror movie. Cyclical stories and whatnot, you know, except both parents are dead. So I'm just curious what's about to happen here. I did not see that coming, I'm not gonna lie.
Sugar cookie, FBI.
Feds do home invasions now.
Yeah, we're full service.
I heard that.
Something weird over. You didn't find much, but the witness.
John's journal. Amazing. I don't know if they're supernatural. What if that was the twist? What if they weren't supernatural? That would be interesting. I assume that that's totally accurate because I mean, it would just be a heck of a coincidence. So I would assume everything's fine there. But this is interesting. Also, random note: I found my hat. It wasn't in the apartment. I took it over to do like some cosplay stuff for the kids. I forgot about that. So if you saw my last reactions, I was wearing my other hat, my gaming hat, and it was appropriate because that's also the 420 hat technically as well. But yeah, I realized like, oh, that's why I didn't have my hat. I had to make sure I had the channel hat for the series finale. So far, interesting. Not what I was expecting. You know, I thought for sure it was just going to start off and just be like, all right, I thought it was going to be a bigger time skip. It seemed like it may have been a couple of days, maybe a week or two. But nothing super insane. Nothing like unbelievably long. I really thought for sure it was going to be like a few years time skip sort of deal. But as of now, a little time skip. They're kind of going about it. Nothing really coming in off the radar until just now. Dash Journal does great touch. Son of a bitch also. Probably our last one for the series. But it will be interesting to see how this final episode plays out. Because it seemed, Monster of the Week type of deal. Seems chill. It's like, oh, okay, relaxed, supernatural. So we shall see. We'll just see. Been a minute since we've seen that too. It's funny the things I'm seeing in this one where I'm like, huh, yeah, that wasn't in the film. And of course, Dean with some random weapon.
One time. No. Why not?
Punch a shuriken.
No.
It's interesting that they all wear the mask. I kind of like that idea. Oh, okay. Standoff. I wasn't expecting that. I thought that it was about to get into it. So, it's interesting. I'm still just waiting. Like, something's got to happen here because it's the series finale. Even as an epilogue episode, so far it's still just a Monster of the Week episode. It's not even really much of like an epilogue type of deal. They only touched like that time. At the Pie Festival, they touched on it, and that was really it. So I'm waiting to see like some overall story type stuff come in because it's so weird. It's just so weird having this come after that last episode, which was just totally, like something's gonna happen. Like I saw Jim Beaver's name, so something's gonna happen here, where people come back, or maybe they start dropping in as time goes on, or maybe everyone. I just don't know how it's gonna be explained. So I'm very curious about how this is gonna end up happening because I'm like, all right, well, what is there to expect? Like, what's gonna happen with his character when he returns? What are they doing? Why does he return? How does he return? Is it Jack? Is something random happen with the empty? Like, F it, just get these people. Well, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be the empty. Excuse me. Maybe Jack finds everybody because they're not dead. They're just somewhere. Like something weird like that. So maybe that's kind of what God did. He put him on like another plane of existence or something weird like that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But I'm excited. I'm still curious because I'm like, okay, normal episode. Series finale, normal episode. So it's a little weird. Like it's weird right now. For some reason, I'm like oddly worried. Is that weird?
Son of a bitch.
Flashback.
Hey, Dean.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still in like this weird mode right now. I'm like, eh? Okay, I saw like they had the nail going through. Like, okay, I get you.
I will find a way, okay? I will find.
I don't like this.
No.
I don't. Oh, man.
No.
They could pull one solid
I'm favored.
Jack favor.
There's a few things that I need you to hear.
Easy.
Let me look at you. Yeah. The woman in white. That's right.
Woman in white.
I must have stood outside your door for hours.
The woman on the bridge.
That's okay.
It is not okay. I knew he was gonna say that.
I need you to promise me. I need you to tell me that it's okay. I see.
genuinely not ready for that. I didn't think they would do that because we already lost Cass and Jack is gone too. And I didn't think they would just leave Sam alone. Oh, man. You know, I'm gonna go straight to denial. Jack will come back. That's what I'm gonna go with for now. Because Jim Beaver is in it. And my only other explanation for that is kind of logical, and it would be that Dean went to heaven. And that would just be the first person we saw. Because they also, I believe, when Mark Pellegrino showed up, when we had Lucifer, I could have missed his name, but I don't think his name was there. I think that was a surprise. It was probably there. But, I'm gonna go with denial. And I don't know how far into the episode I am. I was like, you know what? It was simple, and I'm like, it's simple, which means I think I need to be worried. Like, they're fighting and stuff, and I was like, something about this doesn't feel right. My spidey senses were tingling, and they're never wrong. I wish they were. I guess it makes sense. I mean, a series finale, you end it on the hunter's burial. One of the main two hunters. I still hate it. I don't like this. It makes me think of Mystery Spot. I feel like both of those moments, even though that was, sort of a Monster of the Week type episode, the point of that was that it was at such a crux for the story that him losing him kind of just changed him as a person. And I feel like that fits here as well, where it's like it's after everything and then it's just like nothing. And he's just alone. I mean, he's got a dog, but man. Dean's other phone. That's amazing. This is straight up depressing. And I'm feeling it. I'm story-wise. It's good. It's effed up but poetic. But personally, this is effing garbage. I can't freaking believe. Oh my goodness. I think there's like another 15 minutes. Jim Beaver hasn't shown up. If Bobby ain't here yet, everybody's coming back. Like, so I just. I don't know. Well, I'll just see you guys when I get to the next thing, I guess.
Well, at least I made it to heaven.
I knew they were gonna do something.
What memory is this? It ain't, you idiot. Yeah, it is. So Jack did all that. Well, Cass helped.
Okay. I'm good with that. I was about to say, what if they waited for the end? Worth it. It makes sense. Of course it makes sense.
Love this song.
I think they're gonna show Sam die. He's just gonna drive, and then Sam's just gonna pop up. I'm gonna have to fight like crazy for the copyright on this crap. I think I mentioned this in my last review, by the way. I was like, it would be cool, and I don't know if they would ever do it, but they should play the whole effing song. They certainly played a giant chunk, and I appreciate that. This is insane. I didn't think they were actually. That's cool. These wigs and stuff is funny to me. He has Dean's watch from the day he died.
It's okay.
I knew he was gonna say that.
You can go now.
Well, and there was different version of it. I didn't think I'd have to watch them both die though. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's I did not expect the end of Supernatural to be Sam and Dean in heaven, just on a bridge, staring at nature. Oh, Jesus Christ.
For blood, sweat, laughter, and tears, you've kept us on for 15 years.
There's no way we would have ever been here without you and your support and your love. So thank you. We will remain forever grateful for the opportunity and the honor to play these characters for so long. And we felt you guys here with us all the time. So thank you.
That's pretty cool. Man. That is crazy. Wow. I don't know. There's not much to say about that. I mean, end of an era. End of an era. Seriously. Like I mentioned in the last one, because it was the end of this story, and this was the end of Supernatural. Having these characters that I grew up, I was in high school when the show came out. So it's crazy. It's crazy. No, I wasn't even in high school. I was still in like the edge of middle school when Supernatural came out. So it's been a minute. It's been quite a long time watching Sam and Dean go through and fight monsters and deal with bees and stuff, silly stuff. But man, it's been a long time, and I've loved the show ever since. Yeah, I loved the show from day one. Horror is my favorite genre. As soon as it was a thing, I was like, I'm gonna check this show out. It's a supernatural crime show. I'm like, that seems cool. And here I am, and it's insane. It's insane to think of. Like, you just go back in time to like the first time, whether it was from the very beginning or not. I know a lot of people join in because it's a show that lasted for 15 years. A lot of people that end up watching this type of show may not have been there in the beginning. It's like, oh, that seems cool, and then a lot of people catch up. But it's just interesting to be like, no, I was really little. I was comparatively speaking, I was little. It's 15 years ago. So that's nuts. I was 13 years old. That is crazy. But such is life. Such is life. That's nuts. I didn't expect to see them both die. Glad we got confirmation that Cass isn't just stuck with the empty. Jack was like, I'm hands off, but I'm gonna take my dad. So shut up. Yep, there we go. So I'm happy about that. That's definitely nice. Like we didn't get to see Cass, but it's okay. Of course, we got to see other people as well, but I know contracts and certain other zombie-esque like shows may or may not interrupt filming and also yield virus. Lots of factors, lots of potential factors as to why certain people may not have shown up. But it was very cool. Last episode, they did a case from the journal. And of all the things, the case from the journal is what technically got Dean killed. Epic flashback, by the way. It was like, I remember you. I'm like, who remembers that? Like, amazing. I love that. That's just funny. It's like, let's just throw in another flashback last minute. Just bam. Just to connect it. But that was nuts. Man. That's just nuts. That's all there is to it. Supernatural. It's been a wild ride. Tons of great music, tons of great jokes, tons of times, tons of memorable quotes. Assbutt is, that's eternal now. Oddly enough, the mystery spot thing I mentioned, where it was, because I felt those vibes from this episode. I was thinking of that because that's always the episode I remember, because it has my favorite quote from the entire series, which is super dumb, but it's where's my dang keys? It's the old guy when Sam kept walking past him and he was like, "Where's my dang keys?" I've said that ever since the episode has premiered. I'm like, that's super funny to me. Where's my dang keys? I've said that I'll say it for the rest of my life. So that's already in there. Just where's my dang keys? That's from Supernatural, and that's it. Just that. That was a good episode, too. Good episode, but man, that's crazy. I gotta find this special. I really want to see the special so bad. I wish I could have seen it and just done the whole lead up. I would have loved to have seen that. I'm glad that they did that ending though, because I wanted to kind of have that moment where it was just somebody from the show just talking about it. So I'm super happy, honestly, that they put that at the end of the episode, because I thought, it would just fade out, but they faded it out. They ended, the series, and then it was like, hey, like in the actual episode, thank you guys. And I just thought that was super cool. And it's not that they have to thank us or anything, but it was cool to see that, because like I said, especially having missed the special where they probably had everybody else come in, or they've probably had older clips and stuff that they've been able to use, not having the opportunity to actually see that. It was really cool to just have the crew there and just be like, doing a cool send off, and literally end it like and cut, and it's like, that's final wrap. Like when you watch a lot of behind the scenes stuff, like it's final wrap on series wrap on Supernatural, and that is wild. I don't know if that's actually the last scene that they did, but that's just crazy. I would assume it is. It seems like the perfect final scene to honestly do, because it's literally a secluded area already, and then you just have everybody out there, and it's like, it's perfect to just be like, we're already doing things weird, let's make the final scene the final scene. I like to think they got to have that opportunity and do like their end of the story. The end of Supernatural was their last day. That is, extra poetic, I guess, but it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. It's just great. It's just crazy. Like, some shows, they go off and it's like, oh, that's so weird. It's been on for this many years or that many years. And it's like, Supernatural has been on for 15 years. It got to go off 15 years to the day of its premiere. 44 years for Carry On. It was just great timing. But it's wild. And it was a good episode. I was like, going into it, I'm like, what's going to happen here? Like, something's up. Like, I knew something was weird. Like, as they were fighting, like I mentioned, I was like, should I be worried? Like, something just felt off. It was like the stakes were low, but I'm like, it seems, typical, the normal run-of-the-mill vampire issue, and it's just like, something's up here. Something is up, and sadly, it was Dean dying, and Sam did, of course, get to have the relationship. He got to have a son, things like that, so that was cool. It was cool that we got to see that. Still a little upset Jack didn't say like, hey guys, I'm gonna bring our friends back. That's a little effed up. Everybody's dead, but also we got to see heaven, and for the most part, everyone's together. I like to think that if Jack has whatever powers, everybody's together. Everything's good. He just didn't send everyone back to Earth. They're all in heaven. So yeah, it's just crazy. And the Supernatural, it's hard to process, but hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I'm gonna do my review. Actually, that'll be out before this, so check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But I would love to know your thoughts. How are you feeling? Seriously, if you know a link to where I can watch the special, I would greatly appreciate that, because I do really want to see it, and I knew CW wouldn't do it, and that's like the one thing I hate about this thing. Like, they'll do specials, and then they'll just be like, we don't know how to put the freaking specials in. It's like, please put the specials in somehow. I doubt it's on CW Seed, but they do have Supernatural, the anime series, which I did watch. It is not Jared and Jensen that do the voices. No, Jensen does the voice, but Jared does not, except for like the last episode or something like that. It was weird, but I like the show. I watched it a long time ago, old school, totally illegal anime sites. That's actually how I saw that. But Yeah. Wow, that is crazy. They also have The Long Road Home, the very first episode. They actually have it, so you can watch the beginning. Man, woo, what a wild ride! All right, so I tried to do a little research. I saw some extras. I saw the cast and crew thing from the other shows on CW congratulating Supernatural, and I'm watching the Inside Carry On little special. It's like 38 seconds. Really wish I could find this thing. It might be on here. I'm gonna check. If I find it, then of course I will be doing a reaction to that as well. But for now, that is the end of Supernatural, and it's crazy. So thanks for checking this out. I would love to know how you guys are feeling. Favorite episodes, favorite moments, favorite villains, favorite anything. I mean, there's tons of stuff in here. I think this went up to 14 because Jack isn't in this. No, so it'd be like 13. Has it been 2 seasons? 3 seasons? Man, maybe it's only up to like season 11 or something. I don't remember anymore. It's so much stuff. I just never remember anything from this. But man, it's crazy. Supernatural. This junk is nuts. It's all said and done. That's crazy. Thanks for checking this out. If you guys have any comments, please put them down in the comment section below. It's crazy. Thanks for watching.